Well, good afternoon, magandang hapon, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream new home build series. We're here in the backyard of Villa Feliz. We're going to get started from right here in the pavilion. The pavilion update will come probably in about a week from now because we're waiting on some parts. Mainly they have to do with the TV enclosure and to get our paver support on the outside of the barn. So that's what we're waiting on there. We will update that, like I said, in about a week. But today is all about the neighbors across the street, our Canadian neighbors. I have some video that I need to get to you now. It was done like a week before Christmas, up until the Christmas break, through the Christmas break, up into New Year's, just after New Year's, which this is just after New Year's. We are into the new year right here. I want to show you where we are today so that we can be up to date with providing you with the latest and greatest build on that build across the street. Let's go ahead and get started. And without further delay, let's get today's video underway. So you're going to see a lot of progress since the last time that we came down here, which was just a few days ago. This team is incredible on how quickly they do a bunch of the rebar, what they call biga over here, the steel reinforcement. And you can see now with the forms taken off of the cistern and the pump house and the generator room over here, what we have in this section right here is the base of the swimming pool. And the base of the swimming pool, you can see it has the beam support on the very bottom, which is going to give all strength to the bottom of the swimming pool, but not only the bottom of the swimming pool, the top of the cistern. Right. I want you to see what they are working on. They've already poured the footer support on both sides of the generator room, cistern, swimming pool, this whole section right here. And you can see we have new footer support on the back, and of course what this is for that you see down here is going to be for support of the back of the house. Again, they're using the same tie form system over here, and we're going to look on the other side as well for the formwork that provides all the support for the retaining wall. Now I want you to look at the massive amount of work that's been done on this side also for the footing. You can see the footing over here has been done. I wasn't able to capture this because I've been working so much on my pavilion project, but I just want to show you this before it gets any further along in the progress of this portion of the build right here. Main thing we wanted to look at here though, that I wanted to show you, is what is going to be the base of the swimming pool. Now you're probably wondering, what is this guy doing down here? It looks like he's painting the wood, but he's really not painting the wood. What he's doing, he's coating the wood with a compound that's sort of like oil. It's sort of like oil. So when they pour the concrete inside the formwork right here, it makes it very easy for them to pull apart the formwork later on so that it doesn't stick to the concrete. And they can reuse all of these assets they have on site, which saves the owner. It saves the owner money because the contractor can reuse these multiple times. What's this extra area here going to be? I didn't see it on the
the extra area. That will be the you know, the water line there is only 30 centimeter.
Hey Romeo, I got a question for you. This section that you got right here above the generator room, what is this area going to be used for? I see the formwork going up.
Yeah, that's the section which is the depth of the pool. The pool is only 30 centimeter.
Oh, so this is going to be for the area of the swimming pool. It's going to be
for Gerard Asawa.
It's Asawa, yeah. So that's like the waiting area. It's it's a very shallow area, just similar to our pool on the other side.
Similar, yeah.
So you can have an area where it's not so deep. You don't have to worry about the deep section. Okay, good. Now this area over here is the continuing footer support and the retaining wall that's going to be for the wall on the side of the property. And you can see how deep it is right here, but it needs to be deep because the stable soil is down in this area right here. So it's actually going to be a pretty tall up to this line. You can see where this line is up here. Approximately up to this line is where the wall is going to come in place here. All right, let's go ahead and get an update since the last time that we stopped over here at our neighbor's build. You can see the swimming pool, the floor to the swimming pool has actually been poured. The slab is in, and this is the two different levels. I don't know if we really talked about it too much standing down at the other end, but if you kind of look at it, let's back up here. I got to be careful on all the scaffolding over here. Anyway, you can see this section over here is the 12-inch section. There's going to be 12 inches of water right here, and it drops over into the 5-foot section right here. This is like the husband and wife levels that we have over here. Although the husband is very tall, I think even in the 5 foot, I still think he's got like 2 or 3 foot that he's going to be hanging out of the water. Maybe he might have wanted to go down to about 8 foot over here. Let me be careful with all of this rebar that's over here. So let's kind of take a look at some of the area that you're doing. It's going to be supporting the bedroom, the master bedroom, and the basement storage area. Down here is the basement storage area. They're doing all the pour right now for the formwork. The formwork that's going to be for the retaining wall, which is also going to be the wall for the storage area. This is going to be a storage room right here, like a workshop storage area. So they're getting a little bit of everything installed back here. They have a backyard where they didn't have a backyard before. They have a swimming pool and an infinity swimming pool. The infinity swimming pool is actually going to drop down into this area right here. So today is what we're calling the mini pour. This isn't a big pour. What they're doing some of the base of the formwork inside here right now, and they're doing a hand mix. They will not be using the ready mix truck like they've done on so much of the other part of the project right here. Now this formwork back here is very important because this is going to give the stability to the backside of the house. This goes into the master bedroom up at this stage right here, and then from the master bedroom over into this portion of the main part of the house. It needs very deep down in the ground formwork and footing support. Alright, well here we are just after the first of the year. I thought what I would do is go ahead and show you where they are at this point right now. At the at the beginning of Christmas, everybody takes their break. They're on their Christmas holiday. The New Year comes in. Most people are still on holiday. And the contractor had a skeleton crew here, and that's what he's working with today. Everybody is not back yet. We are on January 3 right here, Monday, January 3rd. And this is the small crew that he has working. And they're still continuing to finalize on all the formwork they have back here. You see there's a massive amount of formwork because all this is going to be cast in place. All of this is cast in place, and no concrete hollow block on this because this is all support of the back of the house. So I just wanted to quickly grasp what they have today, and the next thing to do, once everything is in place, they're going to do the pour, and I believe they're also going to do the pour again with the ready mix truck. So we'll come back on our very next episode and follow up from where everybody is here right now. But I thought you would want to kind of get a estimate on where they are right after the first year. Something I want to show you on the other side has to do with a little bit of overhang that we didn't talk about earlier, and it's on the back of the swimming pool, which is the, you can see over there, that's the deck. But I want you to see how the deck actually works twofold. It works as a deck for the swimming pool, but I want you to see what's up underneath. And remember we talked before about the generator room and the pump room for the swimming pool is here. But what's neat about having the deck installed here, sort of like a cantilever, it also provides roofing support, which will give protection to the entryway here. So it's a nice cover that's going to be for the entranceway into these two facilities right here. Something that's also being done on the back of the property right here is, remember, way down, very far beneath all this backfill is the footing support, that huge footing support with the cast in place formwork that they have for the columns and for the retaining wall. But in between the columns, they're doing the standard traditional, putting the concrete hollow block inside here. And I can tell you, this looks like a higher quality concrete hollow block just by looking at it than what folks normally use on the fencing wall construction. So kudos for the contractor for using the good stuff. And while we're back here in the backyard, something I want to show you that's really interesting about this build. When I talk about unique and challenging, but this has to do with the uniqueness of it. You see we have the wall right here. This is going to be their wall that they installed inside the wall of the subdivision, the security wall. And let me show you how high up this is on top of the security wall. The security wall, well, if you look here, there's the barbed wire. So their yard, the ground level where they're going to be planting grass, is actually a meter and a half above the very highest portion of the subdivision perimeter security wall. Well, there you have it. I think this is an excellent place to go ahead and break now. We're going to stop on today's episode, and we'll pick up the next episode when they start pouring all that concrete and all that formwork over there. I always like doing that, and we'll bring the drone out for that as well. So we needed to get caught up. We're caught up right now with where we are on this build across the street from Villa Feliz. Well, that's it for today. If you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Please share. And if you have not subscribed, just click on that little MPID dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and notified the next time I upload a new video. So until such time, from right here in the beautiful and wonderful Philippines, you have a great and blessed day. If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.